Hi, just figured we'd make this kind of video because I've made this video before on my old channel, and I had to make it originally because people didn't quite seem to understand who I am, I guess I should say. It was just more of like they didn't because like people have a problem understanding the difference between when I'm being sarcastic or if I'm just being like genuine. And to a degree, I understand that, but I think it's kind of obvious, I guess. But like a lot of people are just dumb. Like we got a lot of stupid people in the world, so I don't know. But I had to make that video originally just so people would understand that, and I figured why not do it again for this channel because we're starting fresh, and I figured why not. So I guess question number one: who is your hero? I mean, personally, I don't really have a hero. I never really had a source of inspiration for anything. Um, I guess. Okay, so I guess if you want to be technical, I guess the thing you could probably say is there's a YouTube channel called FND Films. Like to me, they were my Smosh. Everyone had Smosh growing up whenever YouTube first came out. They were my version of Smosh that I watched, and they're basically the ones that really wanted me to really. I mean, there's more to the story, of course, but they were the ones that really inspired me to make YouTube videos in the first place. Like I really enjoy, and Big Zeef Productions too. Like I know a lot of younger people aren't going to understand who these people are because they were like from the old days of YouTube before it became conduit or like congested with all the shit that we have now. But I guess you could say that that's my hero, or those are my heroes. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? I used to say California because I figured people in California were more closer to like how I viewed myself. But it was a big mistake since I came out here. Like I used to believe that a lot of my political beliefs and stuff like that would line up with the people in California, but it's not really so much the case now. Not saying this is a conservative or anything because people can't seem to fucking tell the difference. It's just more of like I feel like the party on the left has just became so crazy that I can't really identify with anymore. So I guess if I could get anywhere outside of California and maybe Colorado, um, or Forks, Washington, like where Twilight was supposed to take place. Like not because of the movie, of course, but it looked like a nice place to live. And so that's the kind of thing I like. Question number three: what is your biggest fear? Squid or cephalopods like octopus. Like I don't fuck with that shit. I'm not terrified of sharks at all. I would totally swim with a great white. It does not terrify me at all. Uh, if it's not a squid, it's like dirty water or just being dirty. I don't like that. I can't stand it when people are dirty. I don't know if that's even a phobia, but it just pisses me off. Number four, what is your favorite family vacation? I guess whenever I used to visit California when I was growing up in Texas, I used to felt like I was more at home whenever I was out here during those times. Question number five: what would you change about yourself if you could? Um, Probably my motivation to get out and do stuff more. It's not that I'm like an introvert or anything like that because I'm not. I have no problem talking to anybody. I'm not shy or anything by that means. It's just more of like I don't really feel like doing anything anymore. And this was like a thing before COVID. I just didn't want to go out and do or experience life. I just never cared. It never interested me. I don't understand why people like to go travel and shit. Like traveling's fun, but like people are like, oh, I gotta go all over the world. I don't get the appeal. Like just look it up. I don't know. That's my mindset. Number six, what makes you really angry? Stupid people. People who put their emotions into things when they shouldn't. That kind of stuff has always aggravated me because I don't understand why people do that. People get emotionally invested in things, and for whatever reason, that just irks the living shit out of me. Or if they cry, like I really have a thing about like adults crying. I or whining about shit. Like I might complain about some things, but when you're whining for years on end about the same fucking thing, and you're like reaching 30, and your hairline's starting to fall out, and you're having to get more than a part-time job at Wendy's, at that point, I think you should just shut the fuck up because it's cringe. It's the cringiest shit. What motivate or sorry, number seven. What motivates you to work hard? I've always been a hard worker. I don't really have a motivation. I just kind of feel okay. I guess I have something. So like I'm a really bad nihilist. I don't really believe that there's a purpose to anything in life. I think we just exist to die. That's pretty much our. I don't think there's a greater power or any kind of meaning. I don't feel like anybody's life matters. We don't. We just exist on a rock, and our whole purpose is to eventually fade away and go back to the weeds. So I guess working kind of distracts you from that. Um, at least like when you have your hobbies and stuff, you're not always going to enjoy doing your hobbies. At some point, you're going to get bored with it, and you're going to start thinking about shit. When I work, I don't really think about life and all that. I just kind of focus on my task and get my job done. And yeah, so there's that. Uh, question number 8. What is your favorite thing about your career? Well, my old career, what I used to like about it was the fact that I was extremely good at it. I was way too good at my job. I was so good at my job that I had other stores calling me and I had to walk these people who have been running these businesses for 20 years on how to do their job. So it did make me extremely cocky, and I don't really enjoy being cocky. People think I do, but I really don't because I don't like to sound like I'm being condescending or whatever. People don't really seem to get that. They think I like I'm trolling or whatever all the time, but I'm not. It just I don't like stupid people, as I said. I see somebody acting dumb, I really can't help myself around that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess like I said, I was just really good at my job. I guess with my job now, my favorite thing is the fact it's the best job I've ever had. Like people would be fucking lucky if they knew what the kind of shit I did. If they had the kind of job I had, they'd be really fucking fortunate. Uh, question number 9. What is your biggest complaint about your job? I have no complaints about my job whatsoever. I don't. Okay, well, I do. I have one. I don't like the fact that they told us if we got vaccinated, we wouldn't have to mask up anymore. So I was like, all right, I'll just get vaccinated. So I did. And then they're like, okay, JK, LOL, you have to put the mask back on. I'm just kind of like, the fuck was the point? It's not that I'm against the shots or anything like that. I just don't feel like this shot was really thought out really well. It was very political leaning. Like, everyone's like, oh, just trust the science. I'm like, yeah, I mean, normally I would, but I mean, this shit was so rushed. So I don't know. Like, that's when people are like, oh, he's conservative. I'm like, no, it's just I'm a cautious person, and it annoys me when people are not cautious about their own bodies. Like, how can you sit there and I don't get it. I really don't get how people can just not use that brain. Uh, other than that, I just don't like waking up for going to work because I wake up super early and I work long hours. But other than that, I love my job. I don't really have a complaint other than that. Best job I ever had. Question number 10. What is your proudest accomplishment? My daughter. I never thought I'd have a child, but I'm very happy to have her, and she's literally the sweetest little thing in the world. She's got my birthday. She looks just like me. I successfully cloned myself 100%, except it's a girl, but that's okay. I'm very happy she's a girl. I don't want any competition. Question 11. What is your child's proudest accomplishment? Probably the fact that she was able to tell the difference between colors when she was making Play-Doh sculptures, I guess. I don't know. She's 3. Like, I don't think she's really proud of anything. Uh, I mean, I'm proud of her for eating her dinner, so I mean, there's that. Question 12. What is your favorite book to read? Boy, I haven't read a book in so long, but maybe not what anybody would expect. It was the dictionary. Fun fact. Um, as a joke, a lot of people don't seem to realize how sarcastic I really am on things. But as a joke, somebody got me a dictionary for my birthday, and I got Wikipedia the game because I'm always that person that knows everything about everything. So someone's like, "Ours, Mr. Scientist, Mr. Professor, here you go." But yeah, I used to read like encyclopedias and stuff like that, and I know that throws a lot of people off because like a lot of kids were reading Harry Potter. I was reading encyclopedias, whatever. I'm not trying to sound like I'm super smart because I'm never going to claim that, but I'm not dumb by any means. Question number 13. What makes you laugh the most? Irony, or when I see somebody who's very hypocritical, I can't help but laugh at that because I love the fact that people will sit there and talk shit about somebody, but they literally do the exact same thing and they're just so dumb they don't realize it. To me, that's hilarious. Like, I don't know. I don't really find things funny anymore because just people are trying to kill comedy and I don't appreciate that. Like everything that you used to be able to laugh at, everyone's just so like, ooh, you can't do that now. So I haven't seen a good comedy movie in I don't know like 5 or 6 years. So I don't know. Nothing makes me laugh. I mean, Christian made me laugh. That's a different kind of laugh. Question 14. What is the last movie you went to? Last night I saw Thor. I did not want to see Thor, but I figured why not, so I went and saw Thor. I'm not a fan of the Marvel movies like at all. I think they're really terrible movies. I was actually going to make a podcast episode about that, but I decided maybe not to. What did I think I had? I mean, it was a movie. I feel like it's very clear that after they killed Thanos, they don't really know what to do with the franchise anymore. But people are dumb enough to go buy a ticket, so it's like whatever. If I want to erase that, I'll just say the Black Phone. I saw the Black Phone last week. Spectacular. I fucking loved it. I would highly recommend that if you haven't seen the Black Phone. Question 15. What did you want to be when you were small? I always wanted to be a film director. I've always wanted to do something with the camera. Uh, ever since I was in sixth grade, I believe, back when Yu-Gi-Oh was really popular. What does question 16? What does your child want to be when he or she grows up? Oh, I mean she's 3. I don't think she really knows. I'd like her to be happy. That's what I would want. Question 17. If you were to choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? If I could do anything for a day, I would like to be able to. I mean, I can do this now. There's nothing really stopping me from doing it, but I just don't really want to go alone because I think it'd be boring. But like a cross trip around the U.S., I would like to see all the states. Um, I used to not care about this shit because I used to think it was terrible, but like I really want to go see Mount Rushmore. Like I feel like it's such a cool concept. Somebody like made like a sculpture that fucking big, and like it's like one of those things that if you didn't know it was a thing, you would never believe it was real. So I kind of want to go see that. Question 18. What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play? My favorite sport is hockey. I'm a big hockey fan. LA Kings, I don't really talk about it too much because, like, growing up, everyone in Texas was all about football. I was always about hockey. I always liked hockey. Favorite game of all time? World of Warcraft, straight up. I've been a big WoW fan ever since 2007. Even before then, back when the William Shatner commercial came out, I just never got to play until 2007. So there's that. Let's see. Question 19. What would you rather ride, a bike, a horse, or drive a car? I'd rather just drive a car personally. Like I used to ride a bike everywhere, and I'm really not. I don't think it's cool to see somebody in their 30s riding a bike or a skateboard. I get cringed out when I see people in their 30s riding skateboards. A horse? I mean, I'm not country enough to ride a horse. So, question 20: would you sing at karaoke night? I have many times. Question 21: what two radio stations do you listen to in the car the most? The Woody Show in LA. That's really it. But I usually just listen to music or podcast. Question 22. What would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? I'd rather mow the lawn. I'd rather be outside and do that. I don't like washing dishes, so I usually don't wash dishes. I use like styrofoam. Cleaning the bathroom, I don't have a problem doing that. And vacuuming the house, I have hardwood floors, so I don't have to worry about vacuuming. I just sweep and mop. If you question 23, if you could hire somebody to help you, would it be for cleaning, cooking, or yard work? Cooking, 100%. I hate cooking. 24. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? I mean, it would probably kill me in the long run, but tacos. I love tacos. Question 25. What is your favorite author? I don't really have one. Personally, I was never, like I said, I read the dictionary and stuff. I don't even know if that had an author. I'm sure it did, but not the traditional author. So let's go on. 26. Have you ever had a nickname? What is it? I've had many fucking nicknames. Growing up, it was Church. I've been going by Bazzbe for like 5 years now. Um, Justifer at one point because that's technically what the name Justin means. His Majesty at one point. I was really super cocky. The Red King. Uh, Jay Reezy when I used to live with some lesbians. That's what they used to call me. 27. Do you like or dislike surprises? I don't like being surprised. I like to just spoil everything. 28. In the evening, you would rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read? I like to play WoW, and that's usually what I do whenever I do have free time. If not, I am watching movies. I guess two. 29. Would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska? Fucking Alaska, dude. I don't give a shit about Hawaii. I live in California. I see the beach already. I got mountains when I look outside my window. I don't need to see anything in Hawaii. It's the same shit. It's just different kinds of people. Like, but I already live in a very diverse area anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alaska, I like snow. I like the wilderness. I think that'd be fun. Very survival kind of mindset. Just out there. I think there's like a bunch of wolves out there. I think that'd be cool. Uh, 29, would you, oh, I'm sorry, level 30. Question 30, would you rather win the lottery or work in the perfect job? I'd rather work the perfect job. I don't give a fuck about money. Like, the lottery doesn't mean anything. Like, all that's going to happen is the IRS is going to be up my ass for until it's gone, so. 31, would you want to be stranded on a desert island? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I hate people. I really can't stand humans. 32, if money was no object, what would you do all day? It's really no object now. Like, I've never been, in like the last 5 or 6 years, I've never struggled with money. Like, I have money. I'm not saying I'm broke or I'm not rich or anything like that. Like, I'm not rich by any means, but I live comfortably, so it's not really a question. Um, Probably do what I'm doing already. Like, if I was a billionaire, I'd still be playing video games. Like, I wouldn't. I already said I wouldn't be traveling the world. I don't really care about that. All right, we'll see. If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? I would probably go back to 2011, right? Was it 2011? It's whenever I tried to kill myself after mine and my ex-girlfriend Hope's breakup, because that was a very dark time in my life, which I'm kind of having a dark time right now, but that was a really pivotal moment in my life that changed who I am today. Like, I was so upset about that. I really just wanted to end it all, and for many years I just wanted to end it all because I mean, in a way I'm still very depressed about it. I mean, you can't change things. I know some people get over things. I don't like things like that. I don't really get over. I care too much about these people. Um, Number 34. How would your friends describe you? I've actually asked this question on Facebook, and I've had friends say mysterious, loyal, intelligent, caring, hardworking, just stuff like that. So thank you. Um, Number 35. What are your hobbies? Literally just video games or making videos. That's it. I'm pretty basic. 36. What is the best gift you have ever been given? My daughter. She was born on my birthday. I could not ask for a better gift. I was just very concerned that she was going to die because she was born way too early. 37. What is the worst gift you've ever received? Pretty much everything else. I mean, not really. I've gotten some good I've gotten a lot of good gifts, but usually people don't know anything about me, including my own family. They just kind of think they do. And I'm like one of those people that will be open up and talk about how I am, but people just don't really pay attention to that, I guess. So I don't know. Literally everything. Let's see, what is it? 38. Aside from the necessary necessities, what one? I'm having trouble reading this. What one thing would you not go a day without? Water. That's pretty much all I drink is water. I would not go a day without water. 39. List two pet peeves. Stupid people and hypocrites. Annoyed the fuck out of me. Number 40. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? See, this is the one where somebody might clown on me a little bit because I think it's fucking cool. This is what I would totally like to do. In 5 years, would like to be living in an RV. I know it's not what everybody wants to think. They're like, well, why would you want to be in an RV? Just the concept of living in your own house that you could just travel in. And I know I said I don't want to travel, but I like the idea of not being rooted down, but still being able to move, you know? Like, I don't know. It's just really cool to me. Hopefully with my daughter. Hopefully I'll have her. And, I'll still be in good graces with her. 41. How many pairs of shoes do you own? Two. I have a work pair of boots and I got a pair of shoes I never wear. I only wear steel toes. I got nearly a size 15. So, I don't think it's cool for men to have shoes. I think it's kind of a woman thing. Maybe that's just the conservative side of me. People are stupid. 42. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? Well, I'm probably just gonna say like death dealing. I'd like to make everything toxic on people, like the air you breathe. And I wouldn't even really be a superhero. I'd probably be more of the villain because people already look at me as a villain anyway. So might as well, cave in with the stereotype. So I would just be that kind of guy. I wouldn't care about money or like world domination. I would just be the antithesis of everything. Let's see. Question 43. What would you do if you won the lottery? Just give it to my kid or just put it in the bank and not use it. Realistically, I would hope I don't win the lottery. 44. What form of public transportation do you prefer? Airboat, train? Trains. 100%. I love trains. I think trains are cool. 45. What is your favorite zoo animal? pythons. I think snakes are cool. 46. If you could go back in time to change one thing, could it be? Did I already answer this question? Just repeat whatever the other one was. 47. If you could share a meal with any four individuals living or dead, who would it be? Kurt Cobain, 100%. I think that'd be fucking cool. Benjamin Franklin, because from what I understand, he was probably a serial killer. A lot of people don't know that. If you know anything about that, it's pretty fucking wild. But I would love to learn about that. And I guess the other two, Mr. Beast, just so I can yell at him because I hate Mr. Beast. I think he's a fraud. And number four, I don't know. I guess let's see if Jesus is real. That way we can put that debate to rest. Um, 48. How many pillows do you sleep with? Three. Two regular pillows and one baby neck pillow. I can't sleep without the baby pillow. It's the only thing that lets me sleep. 49. What's the longest you've gone without sleep and why? Nearly 3 days. Why? Because I just couldn't sleep. I was tired but not exhausted. Okay, I was exhausted but not tired. Let's just say that. It was literal hell. I started seeing things and my mood was greatly affected. 50. What's the tallest building you've ever been to the top of? The Reunion Tower in Dallas. Very expensive sky restaurant. That's the tallest building. 51. Would you rather trade intelligence for looks? I don't give a fuck about looks. I'd rather just have my intelligence. Like, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I really don't give a fuck. 52. How often do you buy clothes? I used to just buy clothes instead of washing my clothes because I didn't have a washer and I didn't have a way to get my clothes to the laundromat, so I would just buy new clothes. So now I've had this shirt for like 4 years, so I don't know. You come up with your own conclusion. 43. How or have you ever had a secret admirer? I've had many. I can't even tell you how many fucking girls I used to be friends with that used to all have crushes on me. Like, what's worse is you find out about this now, and you're just kind of like, hmm. Uh, so yeah, not trying to sound like a player, but it's true. 54. What's your favorite holiday? So, despite being a spooky boy, I'd have to say Christmas. I mean, I love Halloween, but I hate the fact that normies like Halloween, but they don't like scary movies. And if they do, they think Jason is like the coolest horror movie icon. He's not. So, Christmas, I'm a big Christmas guy. Not for the religious aspect of the gifts, I just like the season. I like the snow, I like the fact that people are happy. Uh, 55. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? I used to sleep with married women, and I slept with the married woman that her husband used to work with me, and he found out about it. It's pretty fucking ballsy of me, especially since he went to prison for assault. He was a big black man. That's my earlier days whenever I was wild and didn't give a fuck about life. 56. What was the last thing you recorded on TV? I don't watch TV. 57. What was the last book you read? I think we've already answered this question. 58. What's your favorite type of foreign food? I don't eat foreign food, but I guess tacos because they're technically Mexican, even though mine come from Del Taco or they're homemade and they don't have anything that Hispanic people would eat. 59. Are you clean or a messy person? I'm a very clean person. I think the most messy you'll get out of me is I sometimes leave cups out or just trash from like fast food and I won't pick it up for like a day because I kind of forget about it. Whenever I eat, I put the bag on the ground behind my desk and I just forget it's there. Other than that, 60. Who would you want to play you in a movie or in real life? That is a good fucking question. I don't really know who could. Um, I really don't know. I don't really think anybody in Hollywood would be able to pull that off. 61. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? 5 minutes. I will wake up and I brush my teeth, wash my face. I'm already dressed. I go out the door. Takes me no time at all. I think the longest it'll take me to do is sometimes I'll just check my messages and that'll take me like 10 minutes because I got a lot of people hitting me up. Let's see where we at. 61. Oh, 62. What kitchen appliances do you use every day? I don't. I don't cook. 63. What's your favorite fast food chain? Del Taco, I guess. Right? I mean, I go to McDonald's more than Del Taco, but I only go there for like sweet tea. I don't really give a fuck about the food. Where are we at? What is your favorite family recipe? Nobody in my family cooks for me. What are you talking about? 65. Do you love or hate roller coasters? I like roller coasters. I just don't like going upside down. So, yes, that's the answer. Yes. 66. What is your favorite family tradition? My family is a very dysfunctional, broken up family due to lots of reasons, so we don't really have a tradition. If you see all of us together, that's kind of an accomplishment. What is your favorite childhood memory? Eating. I grew up starving to death, very poor, so just being able to have anything to eat was pretty fucking great. Probably when I discovered that I could buy my own food with, birthday money, that was pretty fucking cool. 68. What's your favorite movie? Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Speaks to me on a whole lot of volumes. Other than that, Gremlins or Hot Fuzz. I love those. Evil Dead 2. That's a great one too. 69. How old were you when you found out Santa Claus wasn't real? Like 4. I was really young and I knew that it would be fucking impossible for somebody that fat to go down the chimney, but I just played along for gifts. So, 70. Is your glass half full or half empty? I'd say it's half full. 71. What's the craziest thing you've done in the name of love? Oh man, where do we even begin with that one? I mean, I got some with. I've only really loved like 2 women properly, like where I'm actually was crazy about them. The one I have, my child's mother, I haven't really done anything crazy for because she's a very difficult person to get along with. So I can't really say I've done anything crazy for her. But like when I was dating Hope, I've done a lot of crazy shit. Um, she one time, I don't mean to throw her business out there, so if she sees this video, I'm very sorry, Hope. I didn't mean that because I know she watches my videos. One time she went missing and I didn't know where she was. So I went all over town for multiple days trying to find her. And I'm not going to talk about what had to happen specifically, but I found her in a trailer park and I busted the fucking door down and a guy was sleeping on the ground. Not that he wasn't with her or anything, but he was sleeping on the ground. He started to get up. I said, if you get up, I'm going to knock your fucking teeth down your throat. I said, get the fuck out of my face. I'm going to grab her. So I got her and I took her home. There's more to that story, of course. I'm just not going to talk about that. I don't want to put any information out like that. What 3 items would you take with you on a deserted island? I guess a pillow, some water, um, shoes. I don't want to get my feet burnt. What is your favorite subject in school? Math. I grew up loving math. Math was always a fun subject for me. Everyone hated it, and I always thought they were stupid because it was so blatantly easy to do. 74. What's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten? Nothing really. I mean, I don't really have much of a palate. 75. Do you collect anything? I collect hats and jackets. I've got close to 60 hats as of now, and probably about 20 different jackets. So yeah. 76. Is there anything you wished would have come back into fashion? Hmm. Probably the emo style, like the proper emo style, not this fucking what is it? Like the sound wave emo genre. I hate that. 77. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I mean, I'm a pretty outgoing person. I just don't like people. So I'm not shy by any means. I can talk to anybody. I just choose not to. So I guess whatever you want to call that. 78. Which of the 5 senses will you say is your strongest? My eyesight. I have pretty bad hearing. I have no sense of smell. My taste buds have been fucked. Physical touch. I guess there's that too. I really don't like touching things. Maybe that's some kind of weird quirk about me. 79. Have you ever had a surprise party? Yes, I have, and I fucking hate you, Chance, for throwing it. You actually got me. I never let my guard down, and You got me the one time I did. Let's see. Number 80. Are you related or distinctly related to anyone famous? I am related to Billy the Kid. Fun fact. The other thing, I've been told, I don't know if this is even true, but I was told that I'm related to the guy that first, I guess, animated Donald Duck. I don't know how true that is. So, 81. What do you do to keep fit? I haven't kept fit. I've actually let myself go recently. Usually, what I used to do is just exercise and do martial arts. 82. Does your family have a motto, spoken or unspoken? We don't have a motto. 83. If you were a ruler of your own country, what would be the first law you would introduce? Phew, I never actually thought about that. I'd probably make it illegal to be stupid. If you were stupid, I think you should like work that off and learn a lesson. I don't know. I really don't like dumb people. I think they're inferior. 84. What was your favorite teacher in school and why? I didn't have a favorite teacher. I really didn't like any of my teachers. I thought they were all terrible at their jobs. Part of the reason why I don't like educational school teachers now, I think they're all fucking ass. None of them do a good job, in my opinion. 85. What three things do you think of most each day? My daughter, what I'm gonna do whenever I get home, and just I guess people that I cared about that I don't talk to anymore. 86. If you had a warning label, what would yours say? Watch yourself, I guess, or caution. I don't hold back. I have a lot of controversial opinions and thoughts, and people don't like that. But I mean, I'm one of those people that don't follow a hive mind thinking. So I guess that would be something like that. 87. What song would you say best sums you up? Jesus of Suburbia by Green Day. 100%. That is literally my life. That's how I grew up. Is that fucking song? 88. What celebrity would you like to meet at Starbucks for a cup of coffee? Ooh. Kate Beckinsale. I love Kate Beckinsale. I think she's so hot. 89. Who was your first crush? This little Hispanic girl in kid first grade, I think it was, or kindergarten. She used to draw me like comic books, and she got me really interested in comic books, which is when I started drawing my own comic book, which is about the same time that Chris Chan started doing Sonic 2, which is just so funny to me. But it all came from that little girl. I used to love her. She had like the prettiest brown eyes. I don't remember her name, or it was like Erica maybe. Andy, what's the most interesting thing you can see of your office or kitchen window? Oh, we don't have windows at my job that I can look out of, but I guess from my kitchen window, the mountain. We have mountains out there. 91, on the scale of 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are? I'm a fucking 10. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny about that, ironically. People say I'm fucking hilarious. Probably because I have like that tone deaf monotone look, kind of like April Ludgate from Parks and Rec. Uh, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Hopefully alive. 93, what was your first job? Domino's Pizza. I love that job, and then I ended up hating that job. 94, if you could join any past or current music group, which would you want to join? None of them, because I don't want to be famous. 95, how many languages do you speak? I speak sarcasm, which is actually a language, fun fact. English, and a little bit of Japanese, but not really. 96, what is your favorite family holiday tradition? We don't have one. 97, what is the most intelligent person you know? Apart from me, I would say I have a friend named Alex who's very smart, but he's like lazy, so it's like a nice counterbalance. So there's that. He's probably the smartest person I've ever met, but he's also incredibly lazy, so it kind of like holds him back. He's like one of those people that'd be smart enough to do something important with the world, but he just doesn't care enough to do it. 98. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, what would it be? A snake? Not because of like the traditional means or anything like that. I just think I'd be a snake. That seems to be my ideal thing. 99. If you have one thing you will never do again, I will never do the cinnamon challenge ever again. That about killed me. Number 100. Who knows me best? Nobody. People don't seem to really pay attention to the things I talk about, or I mean, hell, my mom still offers me food that she knows I can never eat, and so I don't know. I guess at the time I'd say it was Hope. And whenever I was dating Ashley, the mother of my child, I would want to say she knew me best, but she never paid attention to anything. She was very she was very only focused on she only cared about herself. She didn't care about anybody else. So she never really paid attention to anything else. So I don't know. I don't really have anybody like that. But there we go. 100 questions. Hopefully that kind of sums up a little bit more of me. If you made it this far in the video, leave a like. Thank you very much. I love you. And I will see everybody later. You have a good day.